Hello again. Welcome back to Asgard, and welcome back to Alphacraft. Okay, so we're continuing on. I've been working on this for about a day and a half now. Um, yeah, it's been about a day and a half since we cleared the temple, I think, or something like that. It's not very long. Maybe it's been 2.5 days. I can't remember. Maybe so. I don't know. But anyways, so I've got some stuff together. This is everything that we're going to be sorting, I think, through this system. This is assuming that we aren't getting drowned coming in there and not getting squid. If we start getting those things, I haven't gotten any of those yet. Hasn't been running a long time. You can see over here, this is what we've built up. Basically, I've just been getting some stuff crafted up and coming straight from the last recording because I want to get this set up before I start having items overflowing. But we're going to have prismarine shards, prismarine crystals, cooked cod, pufferfish, guardian heads, raw salmon, and cooked salmon. And I think these three items here are going to be the major things that we're going to have a lot of coming in. I mean, you look inside this chest, that is the majority of stuff. Is a lot of cooked cod, a little bit of raw cod. The raw cod, I'm going to do, I think, 3 hopper lock sorters with this. And this is just the standard. I don't know if there's a better design these days, but the sorting system that I was always familiar with while playing vanilla was just the standard hopper lock circuit. So that's what we're going to be doing, and then, you know, I think it's going to be fine for this. And then we're going to do 4 sorters for... Hey, there's Drama. We're going to do 4 sorters for prismarine shards, prismarine crystals, and cooked cod. And then 3 for the raw cod, and then 1 each for pufferfish, guardian heads, raw salmon, and cooked salmon. She was wanting to come by and see the farm and grab some shards and all that. So we now have a guardian farm. It's so great. I've been working on this for so long now. And I hope you guys don't mind like a kind of a themed week, because as we start working on some of these mega builds, you know, it's going to be a process, and this one has a lot of like parts to it. So I didn't want to leave you guys in the dark while I was doing a bunch of stuff off camera or anything like that. We will be decorating this place, and like I said, adding some other gardens, and we're going to be doing the exterior and everything, because this is going to be kind of like an extension to the city. Because, like I was telling Drama, like, this area is so relaxing. Like the sound of the bubbles. Like when you stand over here. Like, that's like something you would go to sleep to, I think. It's so nice. And then watching them fall and watching the items shoot up, and then we're going to have pipelines running through the floor so you can see items zooming around, and it's going to be great. Okay, so we need to deal with this before this chest fills up. Like, she just took shards and crystals, and it's still like piling up on us. So what we're going to do, I've got these items laid out here, and I've also got some comparators as well. Let's see, I'm probably going to have to break these chests, and it's not going to be a happy moment. Let me make up a couple more chests so I can move some of this stuff out for a minute. Make up 4 chests here. I'm also going to have to make up some tripwire hooks in a minute, because some of these are going to have to be trap chests. That's fine. We'll do that in just a second. Okay, so what we're going to do is let me do the painful part real quick. Let me go ahead and throw my armor on so I got more inventory space. Alright, here we go. We're going to break off these chests, which these first 2 actually don't have any items in them, so. And, oh, there's going to be water flowing out of that. Yeah, let me do the chest first. Which means I may start having items shooting out whenever those hoppers do fill up. That's okay, though. Okay, we've got an entire double chest filled up with junk already. And then what we're going to do is, let's go ahead and set down prismarine blocks like this. Is that how I want it to go, or do I want it to go back? Now, I'll tell you what. Let's set them... yeah, let's set them here. And then what I'm going to do is... now's the part where water's going to leak out. Yeah, let's actually leave them over on that side. This room's going to be pretty much... we're going to kind of segment this off as a room. You'll still be able to get back here if you want to step back and look at it. But we are going to kind of have this set off, you know, by itself as kind of a sorting room. So what we're going to do is we're going to break these hoppers, and we're going to place them facing towards those prismarine blocks. There's going to be items shooting all over the place. And then what I want to do is, let me fix the torches down here. And I'm going to go ahead and just run those over for right now. And let's set up another thing of hoppers. I'm going to have to go grab the hoppers out of that chest. Another thing of hoppers facing off in this direction as well. And this will be for our first item, which we're going to say this is going to be prismarine shards, let's say. Yeah, that'd be fine. Let's grab that. Let's grab our stack of prismarine shards, and then let's grab some item that should never be coming through here. I'm going to say, what should we do? I'm going to do, this is what I've done in the past a lot, is cobblestone slabs. Because I never really find myself using cobblestone slabs, at least not in here. Not in any place that's going to get access to these items. Because, like, if I did prismarine blocks, it's possible whenever I break prismarine blocks, if they're near an item chute, they get pulled in, and then they end up getting sorted, and then it messes up my count. So what we're going to do is, we're going to come through here, and we're just going to add in, well, we're not going to add in the items just yet. We need to do the redstone. It's been a little while, so if I make some mistakes on this, it's been like 2 years or something since I've set up one of these. So just a heads up. And of course this one, we've got items running through here already, so we've kind of just got to deal with that. But let's go ahead and put the other 2 hoppers on there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put down some blocks. Let's see, I think it was... Yeah, it was against these hoppers, if I recall. So we're just going to use prismarine blocks. And we're just going to run these out like that. And let me go ahead and break these, because we don't need these anymore. And then what we're going to do is we're going to grab our comparators. Oh, I left them down here. And once again, this is just like the old sorting circuit. There, like I said, there might be a newer one. Oh, this is going to be awesome to do. Yeah, it seems like I can do that. So I'll tell you what, let me break off a couple of these. I'm just going to work my way back. So comparator there. It's a little bit tight of a space because of that, but we should still have plenty of room. And that's kind of why I want it to face off in this direction, so we're not wasting a bunch of space. So we'll just bring our comparators back along like so. You can see this one's already activated because there's a bunch of items in there, I'm sure. Let's see. Yeah, that one's backing up. And then what we're going to do is we're going to, let's see, let me remove this stuff because I don't need this anymore. And we are going to spruce up the bottom of these pipes later on because we don't want to be able to see the packed ice just running along through there. So, oh, and that's going to go, okay, that's fine though. I can remove this because it's got soul sand over it. So we'll just remove that and you won't be able to see it, so it's not a big deal. So we're just going to run that over. And then we're going to, let's pop down, grab all these blocks that have fallen down. Alright, so what we're going to do is, I'm going to need some blocks underneath this. Yeah, I'm going to need basically a redstone line that runs out like that. And I don't think I'm going to need to remove those blocks. I don't think so anyways. And let me go ahead and just remove that for now. Let's go ahead and place down 4 redstone like that, and then bring our redstone out like so. That's going to activate. It's going to send the redstone down. That's fine. And then we are going to... Oh, let's see. We're going to need to do the repeaters that are going to sit right along here. And I think the easiest way to do this will be kind of like how we did the comparators, because we want the repeaters to face off in this direction. So we're just going to go boom. Then we're going to come back another block. And then what we want to do is we want to place one more block, or one more line of blocks setting here. And then we're going to put in some redstone torches like that. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to come through, these hoppers on the top are the ones that matter, And we are going to... Oh my gosh. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Stop it. I'm going to put in cobblestone slabs in these first 4 slots. Can you not do that, please? Thanks. And we're going to have prismarine shards put in the first slot. And then I'm going to come down to the next one. That's perfect. No! Why do you got to do that? And then we're going to come down to the next one. And I just want 4 cobblestone slabs because we're going to have this set up so it's not pulling cobblestone slabs. It's only pulling from the prismarine shard slot. And let me go ahead and drop in. There you go. And then there's that. Okay, so all the rest of the items are going to just shoot off, but that's okay. We'll deal with it. I'll try to keep them cleaned up. So, okay, so now what we need to do is we need to pop down here. And, oh gosh, there's so much junk everywhere. But after this point, prismarine shards will be taken out of the equation, basically. So what we're going to do is... let's clear out, hey, there's a hopper. Let's clear out all this stuff that's not prismarine shards. Because we only want prismarine shards to have made it to this bottom hopper. Hey, there's more hoppers. Okay, so we got that stuff cleaned out. And now what we're going to do is we're going to come through with our chests. And we're just going to go, we're going to connect them into this hopper. And we're going to say chest, chest, and then trap chest. Oh, wait, no. Can I, there we go. And then trap chest. Okay. So all that should be coming in here now is prismarine shards, because basically the way that it works is, when this goes over, the comparator is basically limiting how much of this can get pumped out. So it's going to keep about 41 prismarine shards in there. And anything above that is going to get sent down. And then this hopper will be able to send it into the chest. And this actually is a little bit backed up at the moment. The reason being is because this thing toggles this on and off. And so we're going to start with a clean slate. And we're going to go ahead and just empty that out. And then it shouldn't be an issue. Okay, so now what we have to do is I have to repeat this exact same build. I'll do one more on camera, and then, because I'm going to have to expand the pipeline out as I do it. And then what we'll do is we'll have all of these feed into a pipeline that goes to storage, is what we're going to be doing. So, let me go ahead and bring this out. And I'm going to go out 4 blocks. And then for this one, I'm going to go ahead and put the chests underneath. Let me go make some trap chests as well, because I am going to need those. And this one will be for the prismarine shards, or crystals, I mean, which I'm not noticing much in the way of prismarine shards, so it's catching all of them. Of course, this system will get sped up a little bit later, but this should, I'm really thinking this should be fine. We're going to put our trap chests in right there. And then our hoppers, it's just raining fish. See, I'm going to go ahead and bring the glass out right here. And then I'm going to bring out the hoppers. Like that. And I guess I'll go ahead and bring this hop. That one's going to fill up with so much junk though, but that's alright. And then we'll go ahead and I'm going to bring out that glass for right now. And I'm not going to bring out the rest just yet. Let me go grab my packed ice and stuff. When Drama came by, she asked if there was anything I needed help with. I should have had her clean up all the stuff that's flying out of here while I was working on this. Oh, and I forgot my sea lanterns. Okay, one second. So I should be good now. I'm going to put my sea lanterns in right there. Put my dark prismarine slab just to stop the water flow in right there. My packed ice so that the stuff goes over. And I wonder if I'm going to be able to fit... I could actually probably fit one of the small ones, like Guardian Heads or something. I could probably fit that into here. Maybe so. I'm going to give it some thought here in just a second. And then here comes the fun part. We're going to flood this a little bit probably. No, actually not. Okay. Anyways, we've got water flowing now. Awesome. And then we're going to go ahead and set up our comparators. Okay, and then we have to run our redstone dust. Like that. And then... and then we just have to do the underbelly part. So, alright, so our repeaters facing into there. And facing into there. Of course, this is going to have a block. Let me go ahead and remove that cobble. And repeater. And repeater. Okay. And then let me just do a little bit of cleanup here just to get some of this stuff out of the way. There we go. And then we're going to run this back. And we're going to attach our redstone torches. Boom, 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 boom. And I've got to get up there. I should be able to come up right in here. Okay, let me grab, before I do that, let me grab some prismarine crystals. Make sure that we've got what we need to set our filters. And then we'll just pop up. And we're going to go cobblestone slabs. And we're going to have our prismarine crystals get slotted into here. And then the one below it, yes, this is building up with cooked fish. Okay. Cobble slabs, prismarine crystals. Okay, so now the only thing that should be getting thrown out is cooked fish. It should just come zooming through to this side now. There it goes. Awesome. Okay. Sounds good. And then what we're going to do is... I'm going to sort all this stuff like here in just a second. Add it to the chest. And you know what? I made a whoops. I left this block up here. Yeah, all the way across. I need to remove these. And I don't have these hoppers. Oh man. Whoops. I don't have these hoppers facing the chest. I guess I just built them facing down or something. I don't know. I'm losing my mind. Okay. Okay, so the prismarine crystals seem to be going in there just fine. We've got 9 and then there's 10. Okay. And it seems to be working good. Okay, I actually managed to get caught in here with the 4 lines. And I made the water just come over... basically it's coming over a slab block instead of a full block, and then it's just dropping down. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to route the water back through, and it's going to sort out the raw cod, the pufferfish, the guardian heads, the salmon, and the cooked salmon down through here. So I'm going to do that off camera. It's just basically setting up the same stuff and just repeating. But I wanted to show you everything. Basically, the AFK farm is 100% sorted now. It's just the XP side of things, when we use the XP system, that we have to sort, because those things can come from that. And of course, the cooked salmon is just in case you're using fire aspect sword, basically. So anyways, I'll be back in a bit. Okay, I wanted to bring you guys back because I'm back at the farm, and I did a little bit more preparations for this take, or for this cut. Anyways, I've got this stuff all sorted. So, I mean, the raw cod goes there. This is salmon, which there's not enough in there to back up. Same with the cooked salmon. I'm going to add some more to that. That's just kind of a just-in-case type thing. Pufferfish, and then guardian heads. And, of course, this, basically, it just comes over, it drops down, and then continues on around, sorting as it goes. And then this chest right here is a miscellaneous items. So if anything else, like I got some rotten flesh. So I'm assuming that a drowned got into the system, which is fine. We'll see how many actually build up in this, like, because I've only gotten 1 and it's been running for a bit. So we'll see. But if we start getting a lot of rotten flesh, then I'll deal with that. But anyways, what I've got here is kind of like what we set up downstairs. From the Cortez Areno setup, and I had to double check his video because I couldn't remember who designed this originally. But this dispenser system, I really like this system, by the way, and it seems like a lot more effective, a lot less laggy than what I was used to using, you know, years ago before there was observer blocks. And so I'm going to use this, and it was Il Mango's design for this, so I want to give credit where credit is due. So the system is from Il Mango, apparently, originally, you know. So what we've got is that system with the observers, the droppers, and then droppers over here that are getting fed the prismarine shards from up in our sorting system. And then the droppers are facing into a water system, a waterway. Yeah, you can barely see it with these shaders, but the water is flowing, source block there. And basically it just comes through and it goes through here. Another source block goes through here, and it's just a pipeline. If you couldn't tell, I love water elevators, and water conveyors are just they've always been great, but I love the water elevators. So we're going to be using these, and I'm going to have this so it's visible, and I'm going to shape up these sides here, but you'll be able to see the items shooting around through the base. So it basically just travels along down through here, and there's going to be another pipeline here and another one over there. And then we'll have some more for the experience drops. Right now I'm just trying to get the AFK farm drops sorted because they're building up. The XP farm drops aren't really building up right this second. And I've got a bucket of lava here. And we're going to add one thing to this. And this is going to be for way, way, way down the road. Because there's actually a lot of storage here. This is chest and trap chest, chest, trap chest. And all of these are going to handle prismarine. Because, you know, it might be that this is like a big farm for the server, and so I want plenty of storage, you know, for people to come to AFK and then prismarine just kind of build up. And I've got a sign right here. What we're going to do is we're going to put a water source block right there. It's going to flow over. Of course, the sign's going to stop it. And then what we're going to do is right in here, right underneath the sign, we're going to put a bucket of lava. And that's just so eventually, whenever this starts backing up, that way it's going to void any excess prismarine, so we don't just have it like piling up as entities somewhere. It's still going to keep shooting down through here and then just get destroyed in the lava. So I think we're all set. By the way, the system back here, what I've got is hoppers. So the water comes over and there's hoppers here and here. Hoppers here and here, and I think that's going to be fast enough, each one feeding into a double chest line. If it proves not to be fast enough, I can always add like another line of hoppers down through here, but I honestly think it's going to be more than enough. And so I don't want to use more hoppers than what's needed, you know, and I think that's going to be plenty. So, and my plan is, I know you can't really easily reach these top ones. My plan is, I didn't do that, you know, that's not a mistake. I'm actually going to have it so there's like a mezzanine that you can step up to if you want to go to the top layers, and it's just going to be made with slabs. It's not going to go right up to the chest. It's going to come and be like maybe 1 or 2 blocks away from the chest. So if you want to access the upper chest, you can get on the mezzanine and go up there. It's kind of my plan. So that way it's more interesting than just a big wall of chests. We kind of have this big like structure that kind of runs down through there. I think it's going to look pretty cool once it's done. So what we're going to do now is just finish out this little system. So we're going to take and set up our comparators, feeding over like so. And then we're going to take and put our redstone torches, and we should see prismarine shards start zipping through here. Awesome. It's just like pouring out prismarine shards right now. And if we come over here, we should see them zipping up. I just saw one. Shoom, there they go. And they're kind of like stacking up before they move. So that's what's going on there. I don't know for sure with these initial ones. I don't know if it's going to like avoid any due to like backup. Oh, if I stand too close to it, it pops them into my inventory. I'm not sure if it's going to avoid any if these hoppers are going to fill up because it's shooting out. Well, no, it looks like those chests in the front are collecting everything so far. So that's cool. I might help it along just so it's not like shooting a ton of items right now. I'm just kind of spreading these around as well. Because there is a lot of prismarine shards. There was like 2 double chests already built up. So I'm just kind of spreading these out across the chests for now. Alright, I think I got the system all caught up. I just didn't want like thousands of entities having to be pushed out at like the same time and, you know, or whatever. So I'm just kind of helping the system out, moving this stuff. Okay, so Prismarine is going over here, and basically it's going to fill up these chests. And whenever the hoppers start filling up, you know, it's going to kind of filter downwards. And filter over, and yeah, there's 24 chests, 40 or 24 double chests just for Prismarine shards. Because, I mean, at first I was like, do I really want to make that many? Because that's like 80,000 chest storage for these shards. But at the same time, I mean, you're using like 9 per block in a lot of cases, or 8 per block. In some cases, you're using 4 per block. And then, you know, if anybody else on the server wants to use it, like, you know, or, you know, come over here. Because I want to be able to AFK and, like, get a bunch, you know, a bunch in the chest. So, that'll work. And I know, like, at full efficiency, this farm's rated at, like, 20,000 items per hour. So, you know, I kind of want space. So if I AFK overnight, we've got Prismarine built up for a while. So I don't have to AFK, you know, every night if I'm building something with Prismarine, like something big. So I kind of want a bit of storage for that, because I know Prismarine tends to be a very, very popular block. Okay, so I'm going to cut for a while. Basically now I have to bring over Prismarine crystals and Prismarine crystals and cooked cod and all these different things. And I'm thinking all this should fit. I mean, I will say this area is going to be kind of cramped going through here, but everything should fit in here nicely. I've done some figuring, and I think everything will fit in. I mean, I'm going to have to go down into this floor just slightly, but everything should fit in here fairly well. So that should be good. So I will be back in a while once I get the rest of these items moving over there, and the storage for this is completed. I can actually remove this no spoilers in videos or streams for now, because you guys will be all caught up now. Had that sign up there for like a week and a half or something. So anyways, Guardians are falling and dying. So what we did, of course, I brought all this out. This is sorting the main stuff from the AFK farm. The water comes down, and of course we already looked at all the sorting system. So I don't really have to show you. After about a week and a half, that's all the miscellaneous stuff that I've gotten. It is seagrass because I have turtles that come in here. I've got a little bit of rotten flesh and a couple tropical fish. And I have used the manual system a lot to repair my stuff because I use it about every day. And I've only gotten 2 tropical fish the entire time. So I don't think that I'm going to have these auto-sorted because there's just not much point. I mean, I might have to clean out this chest like once a month or 2 months or something, depending on if other people are using it and stuff like that. But, yeah, so I'm not too worried about that. Prismarine comes... I did start this mezzanine. It's not done, but this is kind of the general idea is you can step up here and access, you know, all these chests, and it'll be kind of fenced off and all that stuff. But I was getting low on dark Prismarine, and I just didn't have a lot of ink sacs at the moment. But anyways, these are... I have been compacting these down, but there is an absolute ton of Prismarine shards. There's a lot of Prismarine crystals. I think... I don't even know how many stacks of lanterns I've made. Just my base alone, lighting it up a couple episodes ago, you know, putting those lights under the leaf blocks, I used like 2.5 stacks of sea lanterns, and then I've put, I don't even know how many in the shops, and I don't know, we just keep pumping out sea lanterns. And then over here I've got like, this is for like Prismarine blocks, and this is where I've basically been compacting that Prismarine until I fill all these chests out, and then I'll move on to the next one, and then I'll do sea lanterns at some point. And then dark Prismarine, I've got 2 because it takes ink sacs. But I figured I'll start working on it, especially once I have these squids. These will be filled up, and then people can just grab their blocks and stuff like that if they need to. And then over here, I didn't end up, you can see I didn't end up running item pipes because this is all stuff that comes from the manual side of the farm, and even like repairing my tools like once or twice a day, I mean there's so much storage over there, and I can just manually move it. So I was like, ugh, I don't know, like I mean, if I find that the manual farm's getting used a lot, then sure, I'll do it, especially for maybe like the raw cod, because that's the one thing that actually we get a fair amount of. Guardian heads, we've got a bit, and I've probably got a bit more over there. Salmon, I've got 20. Cooked salmon, I've got 7, and that was actually ones that I cooked. And then pufferfish, and then this is for sponges, a little set up here. Of course, they're public use as long as people bring them back and dry them and all that stuff, so everybody can use them. But yeah, see, there's guardian heads, and let's see, salmon, raw cod, and raw cod. And see, I can just kind of move this over manually. This is like, I got that much raw cod, and it was like, you know, that was like 5 days or something of using the manual farm. So it's not, I don't know, it's not really a big deal. So, and I didn't want a whole lot of storage for this stuff, because honestly, the stuff in these chests will probably never really see a whole lot of use. The pufferfish, maybe if somebody was making potions. The guardian heads, you know, occasionally maybe if somebody needs them. Spiderweb Ninja might use them for some kind of antique design, but for the most part, they're not used that much. So I figured, well, I'll just kind of manually move them over. And then lastly, I know this episode's getting on in time. We should be getting back to some shorter episodes here soon, but this place is still a mess visually, but we're gonna be decorating this place out because I don't want an ugly farm, but in time. So I did set up an enchanting setup here, and I've got some books and some lapis, and I've been swimming in enchants. I actually took 3 full inventory loads, like 20. Well, it's about 30, because I think I had these 3 slots probably open. But anyways, I know it was over 3 barrels that I took back to my base because they just piled up and I had too many enchants here. Because like I can swing my sword like once or twice and I'll be like level 30, so I'll run over here and I'll enchant. To the point that I'm swimming in enchants and I'm giving away enchant books. Like Spiderweb has a perfect axe minus mending that I've got to get to her with like Silk Touch and Efficiency 5 and Unbreaking 3, and then J-Jax wanted Fortune 3, so I've got that for him. But I've just got all kinds of stuff. There's a Fortune 2, and I don't even know what all's over at my base. Like, I'm just, because I hate wasting the XP, so I just enchant. So if anybody needs enchant books, they're here, and I mean, there's literally like everything. Some of the books that are missing are ones that I guess people have picked up, or ones that I pulled out to make to get Spider her axe and everything. And I mean, all my tools are perfect. We're going to be doing an episode here soon, and then these are finally empty, which I'm about to be repairing. So I can run through about a stack of books in no time at all. We're going to be doing an episode here fairly soon that's going to be kind of an odd episode. It's not going to be building or anything like that. It's going to be, we need to go farm a trident, and that way I can get that channeling, I think it's channeling, where I can hit mobs with lightning strikes, so we can start farming charged creepers. It's kind of what I would like to, I think that would charge creepers, right? Because I remember I got the enchant book the other day, and I was like, what's channeling do? And I looked it up, and I was like, I wonder if that could be used, but I never did. I forgot to look it up and see if it could be used to make charge creepers, but I imagine it would be able to be. And I like to start farming charge creepers so we can start getting creeper heads. And we're also going to be farming some miscellaneous heads as well. We're going to spend an episode like head hunting, and we'll do a few of those because I want all the mob heads eventually. But yeah. So anyways, I'm going to continue repairing my tools, and I think I'm going to end out this episode here. This Guardian farm, it's running like a charm. I honestly, I couldn't ask for more. I still need to go around and maybe light up some caves, but honestly, I'm in no rush because I don't even AFK over here at all. And we have all that prismarine. That's just for me coming over here and like being in the area occasionally and repairing my tools, because it's just insane the amount of stuff you get from this farm. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, as always, be sure and hit that like button and go ahead and subscribe if you're not already to stay updated with when new videos come out. And I hope to see you guys next time. I'm thinking about removing 1 layer of that lava, like moving the signs up by 1. Probably get more guardians down here then. But Anyways, I'll see you guys next time. Until then, as always, do take care, stay safe. I'll see you guys then.